Hello everyone, Jonathan from Curry Card Fighters here. Today I want to discuss Nectars. So Nectars are a clan from the Zoo Nation that focus on superior calling the plant tokens to gain powers and effects. This clan does draw moderately well with the Tree Sage, Irminsul, that when he's called, Counterblast 1, draw a card. Cecilia, superior calls from the deck and gains plant tokens. Exploding Tomato gives plus 10,000 for retiring 2 and calls 2 more plant tokens. So you get the gist of the clan. It's to gain power while not using up hand. So, what's this deck's weakness? Like most Force clans, it has a great engine. It has a good sustainal of resources until it meets a deck that can give it attrition. So, attrition works very well against Nectars. Although I have been able to beat it with my Gold Paladins if you're able to rush them very well. So, those are the two sides of this coin. So the reason they've been doing so well lately is because there hasn't really been a big attrition deck that's able to get to them while also being able to last against Morokumo, more specifically Zambaku. So, how do you beat Nectars? Let's say you're using a Force clan. Let's go with Shadow Paladin. You want to keep their front row empty, and you want to constantly pressure with Phantom Blaster Dragon. If you pressure with Phantom Blaster Dragon, they're forced to drop a lot of cards from hand. You're retiring three of their rear guards, possibly 4 if you call Blaster Dark. And you're able to make sure that they have to use cards from their hand in order to guard. The worst position a Nectar player can be in is to be on a defensive turn with 3 cards in hand, or 2 cards in hand. But you want them with a low hand so they can't guard, and they're forced to take that extra crit. Now, let's go on to Protect. In my opinion, the best clan to face a Nectar deck with is Oracle Think Tank. Because they keep drawing cards well, you can keep defending, you get a Protect marker every turn. It's literally facing the strongest tank ever in the game. It's like you're playing an RPG with a tank build that heals itself. Speaking of healing itself, you can also use Angel Feather, who can get 2 Protect markers a turn. Now, this is also great because you got more Protect markers, you get to heal yourself. Your final push turn cancels out PGs, so they're absolutely forced to guard from hand, and that also works on rear guard, so you don't even have to ride Feather Palace. But yeah, Protect would definitely screw over Nectars. So Angel Feathers destroys Nectars hard. Gold Paladin can beat them, but it's a 50-50 matchup. Another Force clan can beat them, but only if they have retiring capabilities. Only if they have ways to make them drop cards from hand, like Shadow Paladin, Kagero, even Dimension Police. Especially if you use Die Mariner. The reason Excel clans can beat them pretty well too is because of the cards that make you drop 2 from hand, like Morokumo's Musashi, or Attempt Mammoth from Tachikaze. Those cards make you drop 2 cards from hand for little to no cost. So if you rode into Gigarex and you have an Attempt Mammoth on your front row rear guard, if they're at 5 damage, they're going to have to drop more than 2. And if you pulled if you ran front triggers, you pulled 1 front trigger, or you put a crit and the power of the trigger on Attempt Mammoth, he's swinging for 32. No, he's swinging for 29, and you got to drop 2. So they're dropping a heal trigger and something else. So yeah, those cards pressure well, and that's the point I'm making, is that Neo Nectar dies to constant pressure. It can't be pressure here then pressure there. It has to be consistent pressure, unending pressure, and just enough pressure to crush them. Anyway, another thing I wanted to discuss was the set of Vitalist Deleter. The new VR for Shadow Paladin just came out, Gust Blaster Dragon, which in layman's terms, I do view it as a little bit of a worse Phantom Blaster Dragon, but at the same time, that's kind of what everyone also thought how Alfred would have been. That, he's okay, but he's not great. And yet in Japan, Alfred's topping. So I can see Shadow Paladin being a very good contender for another high tier deck, but it all depends on the support cards, because it's the support cards that made Royal Paladin great, what made Alfred great. So the point I'm making is that Bushiroad has not been giving major power-ups to other clans. What they've been doing is giving you consistency for the power that the first set already gave you. So, like the Gold Paladin set. The Miyagi Academy for Gold Paladin, what they did was they gave you more consistency in order to Superior Ride. Well, it's kind of messed up how you can probably do 3 Excel circles in the same turn, but it's still a great strategy. But it also minuses you from your hand. So that's another thing that you might need to look at. Then there's the fact that we only have 1 countercharging of Din Drain. And I will be doing another Gold Paladin deck profile once I have my once the Miyagi Academy drops, and you guys can be expecting that. In the next couple days, I'll be doing another video on beating the meta, and this one will cover the topic of Angel Feather. And if you have any other clan that you want me to do a clan review on strategies to beat them, or even strategies of how to play them, please leave a comment in the section below. Remember to subscribe, bang the bell for notifications, and like my videos. And I'll catch you guys next week. Later.